You're listening to Don't Take Bullshit from Fuckers with your hosts Greg Barrett and Kane Holloway.
Hello, welcome to the show.
Welcome. Let's keep that. Somebody commented about our energy. I got a DM saying that the last show, so not like 2 Tuesdays ago.
Okay.
The energy was palpable. They were like, it was just really beautiful. And I'm like, yeah, we were being such dicks about it. We were like pretending to be all fucking woohoo.
Man,
I was exhausted after that one.
It's so tiring to be that energetic. I don't know. I think that's why Tony Robbins.
When you're not in the same room together, it's really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just something about it.
Yeah, we were jacked up, and when we went to the studio, for sure.
Yeah.
Welcome to Don't Take Bullshit from Fuckers, a show that tries to help you not take bullshit from fuckers. Have to broaden your relationships, have a fuller, more honest relationships, and that kind of thing, and also have people stop taking advantage of you. Do you feel like you're being taken advantage of? Do you need to figure that out? We have notebooks for you to be able to do exactly that on our Redbubble.
Yeah, it's simple.
Yeah.
It's a really simple process.
Mm-hmm.
You get the notebook, you write down all the bullshit, you write the opposite of it on the other page, then you redact all the bullshit. You get a big black marker and that shit is over.
It's over.
And you're done.
Mm-hmm.
You've done the exercise.
Yeah.
And while it sounds kind of silly, it works.
It works.
It does work.
That's great. Just from doing this show alone, I felt like I've learned a lot, and then.
Yeah. I also, if you want to come join it, I started Greg Barrett's super excellent coaching page over on Facebook.
Ooh.
Yeah. I already have 66 people there.
Oh my.
Yeah, and it's you can ask me questions, and it's also to inquire more about coaching and to see if coaching's for you and to get a little bit of a sample of what I do. Because every Friday I'm going to go live on there.
No shit.
Yeah. And
cool.
Pick a topic and talk about it. I'm giving this shit away. I'm not charging everybody.
Right.
We'll charge you if you want to be coached. That's just how it works.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah. But that's great.
Yeah.
Go check out Greg.
Yeah.
I kind of wanna. So if a comedian friend of mine out in LA, Dave Neal, does Bachelor Live.
Oh yeah, I watch all those.
He's so good. Like he was a buddy. He started doing that before the pandemic, I think, and then it just sort of caught fire during the pandemic because he really put us all into it. He's like one of the go-to guys for Bachelor talk.
The Bachelor Nation.
Yeah,
totally.
Dave is fucking good, and so I want to first of all, if you're a Bachelor fan like we are, I realized watching it. This is my wrestling. I never got into wrestling, and I regret it.
You have to listen to Game of Roses pod.
Okay.
It treats the whole thing like it's wrestling.
Okay, I will.
That's all we talk about. The rules, how people play the game, when they make mistakes. They even have names for all the little different things that people do. Like when the girl runs and jumps into his arms, that's called a hooju. You can fuck it up. It's a play. It's a play in the game. And these guys have a book. They just put out a book called How to Win the Bachelor.
Okay.
Be a contestant on the show, which I think Kane should be.
I should be.
They've had no bald guys on there that I can remember.
I'm gonna break the bald barrier. I can't wait. And most of the Bachelor people end up living in San Diego. And
there's a lot of people down there in San Diego. And there's an LA crew, there's a New York crew. But this podcast and Dave Neal's thing, I really got into it. And also the girls that do I can't remember the name of it. I'll think of it later. But there's another podcast that I listen to that I love.
Yeah, this thing has become something that I think about. I'm regularly interested in the news. this like all of my friends who I used to make fun of for liking wrestling for not being real and it's just one big show. I mean, I'm eating my words now because this thing is the most. It's so produced. Like this last episode, they go to Niagara Falls on a 2-on-1 to figure out if they should oust the villain or keep this random girl who had nothing to do with the drama.
Had nothing to do with it. She just got into this thing. Poor girl.
Yeah.
Genevieve.
And the music they use for Shanae's evil, twisted, whenever she's doing a fucking talking head and she's pretending to cry and lying and all this shit, and they have this like Cruella de Vil evil music going on while she's talking about drowning Genevieve in the fucking Niagara Falls water.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is akin to wrestling, and I've completely been sucked into the world. I don't think I'm leaving Bachelor Nation anytime soon.
No, and this has turned out to be a particularly good season. Matt James, which was the last Bachelor, was really sleepy.
Yeah. I think he had a lot on his plate. He was the first Black Bachelor, and I think then it became a race conversation. I think he had like a lot on his shoulders to then have that figured out. And then the girl he falls in love with is being photographed at these antebellum parties. And so now he's got to justify his feelings for someone the nation is deemed a racist, on top of which the fucking Chris guy is trying to go to bat for the company. And then he sounds racist.
He sounds super racist.
He's mansplaining racism to the Black Bachelorette.
Yeah, like Rachel Lindsay.
So, it's so funny. It's the most intriguing television I think I've watched since Succession. I get like really sucked into Succession and this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it is kind of crazy. It's it's so white and it's so Christian. It's so heteronormative. And they compare it a lot of the time to the NFL. Same values as the NFL.
Yes. For sure.
It's really, really kind of amazing. And it's racist and it's
super racist. Oh my God. The fact that Clayton is the Bachelor makes very little sense. And I watched this whole breakdown about how they're setting him up as an underdog. Like they chose him from What's Her Name season because he had no screen time. And they're like, all right, he's a handsome looking guy and he's big and he's built and he's like an old NFL player. He didn't get a lot of screen time.
Yeah.
Let's
the host be an old NFL player.
Yeah.
No, they wanted to go white.
They wanted to go very white.
And the thing about Clayton is, bottom line, good guy. Bottom line, good guy. Bottom line, he's a fool.
He's a fool.
He's easily tricked.
Very easily.
He's not a thinker, really.
No, he's like when you have the ball in your hand for your dog. And then you throw it, but then you keep it in your hand and he goes chasing after it. That's what he's like.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a Labrador Retriever.
He really is. To watch him sit there and talk with Elizabeth and Shanae chattering at each other, and then him just like sitting there having absolutely no idea how to stop this from happening or have a conversation or get to the bottom of it. He's just like, I wish they would stop doing this. He's like, I need this to stop. I don't know how to deal with this drama. I'm just a boy looking for a girl. That's all I am.
Yeah, completely.
I'm also watching Joe Millionaire, the sequel.
Oh no.
Dude. This fucking show is the most. First of all, it's cheap as fuck. They don't have Bachelor money. One guy, it's weird to watch Succession and like hear them talk about money, and then then you go over to this show, and so one contestant has money, is a millionaire, and another contestant doesn't. And the women are competing for the love of a guy, but they don't know who's the millionaire. They know one of them is a millionaire, and they have to keep it hush hush.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But it's like, are you finding someone who really loves you for who you are, or are they going after your money?
Who the millionaire is?
Yeah, you find out who it is at the start.
And does it seem like it?
No, like one guy seems more like he has money than the other, but the guy who actually has money is just like a goofy redneck. But he's got $10 million from whatever farming or whatever, right? He got $10 million, which to a guy like me seems like a lot of money. But then you watch shows like Succession, or you even see the production value for The Bachelor, and it looks like he doesn't have enough money. It's so weird. Like there's like this gray sheen over everything. All the like it just, and then anytime they go to a party, there's nobody else there, and they have to like be in these like Hyatt Regencies to throw these parties.
Fox?
Yeah, it's on Fox.
It's on Fox.
Yeah, I mean it's really stupid. And then and they have a fucking tagline. Their tagline is Joe Millionaire for richer or poorer. So during elimination, these guys sit around and they talk about who they like and who they don't and who they're going to send home. And so they put the girls around. There's no like rose. This is their rose ceremony. They have a butler who's British named Martin with the fucking worst haircut. I hate him. I think he's the dumbest addition to this entire thing. But he's a butler who goes up and so he'll be like, Rachel, for richer or poorer, the men would like to see you for another week. He calls them gentlemen. The gentlemen would like to see you for another week. Susie, for richer or poor. He says it every time, for richer or poor, until he finally ousts like 2 or 3 or whatever. And I want to turn it off, but it's so stupid, I can't stop watching it. So Joe Millionaire might be another one you could get into.
I don't know that I need more. I was thinking about books lately.
Yeah. Books is a good idea.
I started watching the show Gilded Age on HBO, which is by the same people that made Downton Abbey. Mm-hmm. And it's about the Gilded Age in America. And then I got really interested in the Gilded Age in America and bought a book about that. So I'm thinking about reading for a while.
That's probably a good idea.
I really need to read.
Okay. Yeah, me too. I should probably read.
I really need to be more educated. Or I just need to not watch so much television.
Yeah, that's also a possibility.
Yeah.
It's a rich tapestry, really.
Yeah. Watch The Eternals.
The Eternals feels like reading.
The main guy flies into the sun. You could have just told me that at the beginning, and I would skip the whole thing.
His fucking name is Icarus.
Yeah.
If he didn't fly into the sun, you'd be a little disappointed.
Yeah. He flies into the sun. It takes 3 hours or whatever it is for the main guy to fly into the sun. All of them have powers that are not good enough.
Right.
They can just barely beat somebody.
Right.
And some of them have powers they can't even really use.
Yeah, you're right. Yes. Yeah, the fucking... Yeah. The speeder girl, she just hangs out in the ship for most of the rest of the show, for the whole fucking movie. She's just like in that spaceship. God damn it.
Yeah.
That movie is terrible.
Yeah.
Are you ready for a question?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You can send all questions to dtbffpodcast@gmail.com or on our Instagram, dtbffpodcast. It says here, late bloomer in dating, needing help. I'm starting to get depressed about this. I've never been hit on by anyone. When I do go out with my friends, I'm practically invisible. My friends are drop dead gorgeous. When I try to insert myself in the conversation, it never works out. When I go out by myself, men still don't notice me. When I go dating apps, no one messages me. When I do message them, I get ignored or unmatched. I've tried being the initiator, but it has just never worked out in my favor. I'm an ambivert. I do really well with social groups. I get along with people of all walks of life and ages. I've tried changing my physical appearance, new wardrobe, hair, nails. I work out regularly at the gym. I look presentable. I don't get it. I'm fully independent. Career in the #1 financial institution in the country. I live on my own. I'm either invisible, or I'm being asked if my friends are single, or I become one of the homies. I'm a plain Jane, 5'2", dark skin, and 210 pounds. Sometimes I think it's my weight. I've lost roughly 20 pounds so far, but when I tell people, they say they don't think so. It's starting to take a toll on my self-confidence. I'm starting to feel ugly and just unwanted. I want to experience dating like everybody else, but I am unable to create any opportunities. Please help a girl out. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. From Anonymous.
Wow. What's an ambivert?
Actually, it says here it's a person whose personality has a balance of extrovert and introvert features.
Okay.
All right. So maybe she gets quiet at dates, or has lack of confidence when she's hitting the one-on-one, but in a group, she's like, all right, cool. There's no pressure here. So I can talk to whoever. If a conversation is dying down with somebody, I can participate in this group. Yeah, I don't know. That's
She didn't say she was, did she?
No, but it does say that she's a late bloomer to dating. So I would say maybe she's late 20s, 30s, trying to get into the dating scene.
Yeah.
As of late. I mean, it is no fun out there for sure. And there's a lot of because there's so many apps, and there's so much available to people. Dating. There's just so much dating
available.
Yeah.
In terms of the apps.
Yes.
Right? Going out is a whole other thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole other thing. You know, and going out with, she says when she's out with a group that her group of friends are all gorgeous, and she doesn't do well.
Mm-hmm.
If she goes out by herself, it doesn't go well either.
Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
It's
working on your appearance, working out, trying to appeal to some beauty standards. So and then all of it feels like you're trying really hard to impress other people to get to a date, to be noticed, and then that doesn't work. And so then after that, the self-confidence goes low. It's like, I'm trying, and now when nothing's working, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, it's again with stuff like this, and like what I do in my coaching is like, you got to be really specific about what are her dating profiles like.
Mm-hmm.
What is she really like on a date? What are the things that she, what are the things she's saying to people when she's out, and trying to get them interested in her? Like, it's the specifics of all those interactions that make a difference. Mm-hmm. How you're presenting yourself to the world. Because I don't think the weight is it.
No.
I know plenty of people who are bigger or whatever you want to call it, who date.
Right.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it's that. People are blown away by you when you're, and it does sound like she has her shit together as far as her career is going,
mm-hmm.
Which is good, because people date your life.
Right.
They date you, but she's probably got some underlying confidence issues that,
Confidence in a woman is sort of a double-edged sword, because confidence in a woman is very sexy. And then confidence in anybody is very sexy.
Thank you.
But you're welcome. Ugh. And then confidence, but for women, like a confident demeanor can also be misconstrued by men who are intimidated by that. You know what I mean? And
but fuck those guys.
Right, exactly. And so there's like, I feel bad for women, because there's always this line they feel like they gotta walk, and it's like, oh, I want to be confident, but I can't be too confident, because then what if I scare the guy away with my confidence? I gotta seem like I'm a little ditzy so he can like explain things to me so he can feel important, you know, and like there's this whole
They're gonna shame
line.
you, dumb it down.
Yeah, it's like she can't seem too smart. I mean, the amount of fucking emails we get about that, where women are like, I know my shit, yet I seem to go on dates and guys want to be the ones explaining my business to me, explaining what I know about shit to me. And so I feel for you there. But
I to explain to the girl that her periods came out of her butt.
Out of her butt. Whilst having a period.
Men are the worst, and I'm sorry you have to date them.
I'm sorry you're attracted to us. Can't help that. Yeah, but I think confidence. I enjoy confidence. I find confidence a very sexy feature. Anybody that knows their shit or knows how to flip shit. Anybody just I'm glad to learn about somebody, and so I think your self-confidence is being shot down, and you're doing everything that you can to build it back up. And right now it feels really low, but you know, it's hard to say because it's like you want to say work on your self-confidence, but how do you work on your self-confidence? It's just continuing to do
the things that you're doing.
Yeah,
continuing to work to, and I hate to say work out, but that is a confidence builder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it
is.
You know, to continue to be good at your job, you know,
Mm-hmm.
to continue to be robust in your friendships, and to be a good friend, and to be a good family member. You know, to continue to be a really good person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they good people.
Yeah, because just as both men and women are visual creatures, but we're also attracted to your sense of confidence. And so, yes, if you are robust in your friendships and you're out with your girls and you're being funny and you're just being yourself, and someone is going to be attracted to that. Someone is going to find who you are attractive. And that's the, I mean, it sucks because it's like I wish I could tell you go do this and you'll find this person, but it'll come with the time you spend trying to just build yourself up.
Yeah, totally. Mm-hmm. Totally. And you got to be really honest you got to be honest with yourself about the patterns and the way that you go about, you know, re-look at your profiles, see if you can improve upon what you've already got.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what are you saying to people? How are you reaching out?
Also, if you want someone to take a look at your profile and help you out with it, Greg does that part of his coaching.
That's part of the coaching.
So
and my wife helps with it. She's amazing.
There you go.
All right, we'll be right back.
This is the theme song for What Does This Mean song. The theme song for What Does This Mean song. We'll read a self-help quote, and they're definitely not memes. Memes are something completely different than quotes. Quotes are supposed to help you through all the bullshit in your life. And memes are like that poster of that cat hanging from a tree. And it says, hang in there, baby, or Monday. Am I right? Mondays, am I right? So if you can think of a different title, then we'll probably change it.
Reddit? No, god damn it, I fucking tricked myself. Okay, what are we on? Memes? What is this meme?
Yeah, can you believe it?
Woo! I'm so excited.
It's the best part of the show.
I can't wait to be inspired.
I wonder how many people forward all the way through our first segment just to get here.
I know. This is the most exciting one. because we got some in. We got some in here. This one comes from Anna. Everyone talks about how hard it is to trust people after you've been hurt, but barely anyone talks about how hard it is to trust yourself when you've had your gut instincts and convictions skillfully undermined by someone.
What chapter of the book is that? That was a passage.
It was.
There's a
Psalms.
difference between a quote and a passage.
Yeah.
We're going to read passages now. People are going to be sending Bible quotes.
Yeah. Oh my God. This comes from Job 3:16.
I don't remember. Can I tell you something? I don't remember a word of that.
Okay.
And
Anna.
I like Anna.
I like Anna too. Anna's very funny.
Yeah.
She says, I don't know if this counts for what does this mean, and everyone will hate it, but it's still pretty annoyingly accurate. You know, it's funny. Anna puts that disclaimer, but this is probably one of our most responded to memes that we've put on the Instagram. A bunch of people fucking 100% love, hearts, smiley face. Oh my God, that's so true.
Read it again.
Okay, here we go. This is from Anna, and Anna, she broke the bank with this one. Anna says, everyone talks about how hard it is to trust people after you've been hurt, but barely anyone talks about how hard it is to trust yourself when you've had your gut instincts and convictions skillfully undermined by someone.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it does make sense.
Absolutely.
But the thing about trust is that when we go into relationships, we think we're supposed to trust people right away. But I tell people, don't trust anybody till like the 5th year.
So you and I got one more to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that's right.
Wow, 5 years. I mean, I guess that's true in a way, because you can know somebody, but you can also know somebody for a very, very long time, and then out of nowhere they just fuck you over and you're no longer friends because they know you so well.
Adam McKay and Will Ferrell.
Adam McKay and Will Ferrell, absolutely.
He didn't put him in the basketball movie. He took him out of the basketball movie.
Mm-hmm. And that was
it. He was the coach of the Lakers, and then he used John C. Reilly instead. Fucked him over.
Fucked him over hard.
For all those years.
They're
after
best
everything
friends.
they accomplished together.
Mm-hmm.
So when do you trust somebody?
I don't know, man. I mean,
I don't have to trust you. I don't trust Amira. Never have.
Never have, never will.
Never will.
Never will. Hear that, Amira? No. 2 kids, 4 dogs, several books. I don't trust you. I don't trust you, Amira. Your shifty eyes.
Yeah. No, but I do think trust is something we give away way too soon.
Absolutely.
I mean, people start trusting people when they're in texting relationships.
Oh, yeah.
I trusted this guy. Why? Because you sent him a couple naked pics?
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
No.
And I don't mean the naked pics, the trusting. Shouldn't have trusted them. Send as many naked pics as you want, but don't trust people right away.
Nobody cares about naked pics anymore, so nobody can really fuck you over.
No.
Nobody's going to say that they've got a picture of anybody's cock. It's like, okay.
Dude, that's how I felt. Yeah, I was thinking because of the one dick pic I sent, if that ever gets leaked, I'm not going to, I'll be like, whatever. I'm not worried about it. So if it does get put up there, I mean, I get an eyeful if you want. It's not going to embarrass me none.
Yeah, I mean, Brett Favre is still doing stuff, and his big gray dong was fucking out there on the worst photo anyone's ever taken of a penis.
Chris Evans'
cock is out there.
Chris Evans, Captain America's cock is out there, like, and it's as big as the Winter Soldier's arm.
Yeah.
And
why would he care?
I wouldn't care. Absolutely not.
I mean, we've got a TV series on right now where there's an animated talking dick.
What is that?
In Pam and Tommy.
Oh my God, I gotta watch that. Is that good?
No,
Oh, it's not.
it's
Looks good.
here's the thing. It looks good, but in actuality, it's just doing the same thing to Pamela Anderson that the tape did to her.
Oh,
Just
really?
Up and to make it, yeah, it's bringing it back up again, and just sort of not really. They don't really cover the massive amount of hurt that
Right.
what it did to her career and what it did to her.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, everybody loved Tommy.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean,
He had
that's
a big
the.
dick, and all guys were like, "That guy's got a big dick, man."
Yeah. Have you seen it? It's huge, mungus. That's how big it is. Yeah, I mean, it's like they kind of hooked me in because they said this is like the creators of I, Tonya, which might be one of my favorite movies of the last couple years.
Great movie.
I, Tonya is so good. Margot Robbie is incredible in it. The way that it's shot as like a documentary style while also telling a movie based on a true story.
This is written by Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg.
Oh, okay.
So it's the Superbad Pineapple Express guys.
Oh, okay.
And there's some good things about it. Like, it's interesting. I don't know. You know, I would say watch it and judge for yourself.
Sure.
It's definitely entertaining, but they made 8 hours of it. So some of it is like living it in real time. Like, you go out dancing with Pamela and Tommy, it's like you're really with them at the club, and it's because the scene goes on for as like it would if you were actually out on the town.
Oh, okay. Well, the things that are coming out about the 90s I've been really intrigued with, like the assassination of Gianni Versace was one of the best shows in the last few years. And then like the OJ stuff, like I've been really getting into like the recreation of the 90s. But maybe I'll just wait for you to finish it. And then you tell me if it's worth it, and then I'll binge it.
There's, you know, to the credit of the actors, they're both great.
Yeah, dude, Sebastian Stan in I liked him as a Winter Soldier. I didn't like care that much about him. But his portrayal of Galooly in I, Tonya, I'm like, this fucking guy can act, bro. So I'm excited for him to get shit.
The thing about Tommy is he does a good job with getting actual Tommy vocally.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sort of looks like him in the face.
Yeah, he does.
But Tommy Lee is a monster. He's like 6'2", huge cock, broad shoulders, teeny tiny waist.
Yeah, he's like a pterodactyl.
Sebastian Stan is about 4.5 feet tall.
Yeah, he's a tiny little guy.
He's a tiny little guy.
I could probably wrestle him.
He doesn't have Tommy's ass.
No, of course not. Who does though?
And he has to be in that thong most of the time. They're naked a lot.
Nice. The woman they have to portray Pamela, that's pretty spot on.
She's from Downton Abbey.
Is she?
Yeah, Lily James.
She looks just like her. She looks fucking just like her.
Yeah, she does a good job.
Speaking of sex-related things, we got a message in. We'll get back to the memes, but we got a message in from listener Angie, who says, "Hey guys, just finished the most recent episode. Love it with the exception to the Reddit remix story. I don't know who the bigger fucker is, the person that wrote it or Kane for reading it. I've watched porn with better storylines. Keep up the good work." Wait, why am I a fucker for reading it? I didn't write it. I didn't ask the girl to email it in. Angie.
Angie comes to our seminars.
Does she?
Yeah.
All right, well, we got beef now, Angie. Next seminar we do, you and me are going to work on our relationship. Get your notebook. This one is not a meme. This was sent specifically to me. Caroline Walker took a picture of a guy wearing a shirt that says, "Limp Bizkit is better than everyone."
Oh my God.
She says, actual sighting in Dallas today. People are awesome, or they're the worst.
They're the worst.
Dude, people are the worst for sure. But I got into a lift the other day, and this dude put on Rollin' by Limp Bizkit, and I was very excited. I pretended like I wasn't jacked about it because I didn't want to react that strongly to a Limp Bizkit song in front of somebody. But I was like, I hope he doesn't change it.
Oh no! Oh no!
Those
I
guys
know.
are everything. Those guys are everything that was bad.
Dude, their music is not, it's unlistenable some days. I'm like, maybe I'll go back to my roots when I used to listen to Limp Bizkit all the time. And then you get like a few songs in and you're like, this is terrible. Why did we support this? We supported this.
Yeah, people loved it.
Waking up to who you are requires letting go of who you imagine yourself to be.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know that I have that strong of imagination about who I am. Really? Like
Yeah.
I'm not self-deluded, I don't think. I'm pretty my idea of who I am is pretty accurate to who I am.
Sure.
You know,
Well,
I'm just fine.
maybe people I'm just fine.
I'm not blowing people out of the water.
They call me Average Greg.
I'm not making enemies.
No, certainly not.
I mean well.
You do mean well.
Yeah.
You're a real sweet guy. I have one here we'll probably hate. Love is the only word to describe what we've been through together.
That makes me just want to close down the podcast.
But Greg, think about if when we struggle through this show, really it's just you and I and our love.
No.
And it's the only way to describe it. You know?
If you want to if you want any recommendations of podcasts to listen to,
Yeah.
Joe Rogan's a good palate cleanse.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No! No!
God, more shit couldn't have been gone down in that guy's life in the last 2 weeks.
It's never ending. It's kind of like when Trump was in office.
Dumps something, goes back and listens, and then does a dump.
Yeah.
Shit that he said.
It's like when Trump was in office. It's like every day there was some new. We were just like our phones blew up with something new fucked up that he said.
Yeah,
Joe's the new Trump.
And then Trump defended him.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Well, no, he slagged him off really for apologizing. He slagged him off for apologizing for saying the N-word.
Really? That's where he gave him a pass, huh?
That's where he said you don't have to apologize to people.
Wow. Wow.
All of our worst people are getting together.
They really are.
All of our favorite monsters are coming together.
Oh my God.
I've got one here that says, every time you forgive him, he will love you a little more, but you will stop loving him. So the day he loves you the most, you will not feel anything for him anymore.
That sounds so specific to that person's relationship.
Yeah. What?
If you forgive somebody,
that
means you've actually let go of it.
Right.
So there hasn't been any damage.
Right. Yeah. You're no longer,
because you have letting go. Forgiveness is a whole full thing. If I forgive you, that means we're done with that issue.
Right. And then you kind of live your life almost as if that person doesn't exist anymore. You know?
Yeah.
Because they hold no weight in your life. If
you forgive somebody that you love, and then you continue loving them, and they continue loving you. That's what forgiveness is.
Yeah. Just learn forgiveness.
You don't have to love everybody you forgive. You can forgive somebody and not want to be around somebody.
Yeah.
This person seems like she's being constantly cheated on, and she's had enough.
Yeah.
Which is good for her.
Yeah.
Or him. Is this a her? Why did I say her?
It could be her. Could be him.
Yeah.
I mean, people have the ability to cheat on each other and then stick it out.
Or it could be they.
or it could be they. And everyone's just fucking everyone else and not talking to each other about it. And then, but secretly someone's fucking around, hiding their phone, taking it into the bathroom, laughing through the locked door. They're in there for too long. They come out, their hair's a mess. That's all hypothetical. It's an all hypothetical thing.
Wow, that was so specific.
What are you talking about? I was being hyperbolic.
Their hair's a mess.
I don't know. Their hair is a mess. Their shirt's untucked. It was tucked when they went in. They need a smoke. Sorry, what else?
I've got another one here, and this is as bland as they come. A couple years from now, everything you're stressing about won't even matter. Keep moving forward.
Oh my God. That's the vanilla of sentences.
Wow. Okay, so just a couple years that I need to worry about that stuff. Okay.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Just give it a couple years.
In a couple of years, you'll be fine.
Then we did get some submissions to our Discord as well. Gina Lee sends in, instead of a condom, I carry a moist towelette in my wallet. I run into chicken wings more often than sex.
Oh, chicken wings are delicious. Just keep a condom on just in case. You never know. Be at a Buffalo Wild Wings licking your lips and you catch a guy from across the bar doing the same thing. Spicy.
And then we've got one in from Daria. Daria sent in, life is short. Decorate your body with tattoos. Spend all your fucking money. Adopt 25 cats and don't tell your landlord. Do whatever you want.
It's a weird sentence where it's like get 25 cats and then also do whatever you want.
Yeah. Also, don't tell your landlord about your 25 cats. Your landlord's going to find out. Why just get a cat?
When you get 25 cats, you literally can do nothing else but be with the cats.
You have to take care of all those cats. I got one cat. It takes up most of my space in my mind, making sure that he's alive and taken care of. 25? Do whatever you want. Don't get the cats. That's what's the first thing you should do. I was all for it. Yeah, cover your body in tattoos because every tattoo is temporary. You're going to die. Then there's also spend all your money. You can't take it with you. You're going to be in the ground or in heaven, whatever it is that you believe in. And there's not going to be spending that money you made on earth up in the heavens. Get all the cats? No, you fucked up. You lost me.
Daria also sent in a message to our Discord. It says here, so I got a bit behind on episodes, life stuff, and just listened to the sandwich debate. I'd like to apologize for the role I played in the sandwich debacle. However, I fully stand by the sandwich date, and I will go one step further and admit that I don't cut my sandwiches. Just slap it together, and it's good to go. The convenience.
Slap it together and good to go. That's a date.
That's a date.
That's a date for sure.
That is a date.
Yeah, well, Daria, you've created a show monster. It's called the Sandwich Monster. Constant messages. Our audience is filled to the brim with corner eaters, and first of all, I'm afraid for my life. I don't think I could be in a room with these people. That's what our audience should be called. Should be called the fucking psychopaths. Fucking corner eating sociopaths. That's what our listeners are called. I got like 2 people that were like, yeah, man, I cut my sandwich down the middle. That's the way to eat it. Everybody else is, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. And you're aggressive. That's the other part of being a corner sandwich eater. You motherfuckers are so proud of your shit. You're just like, yeah, I cut my fucking sandwich into corners, you punk bitch. And then they all message me telling me I'm wrong.
And again, nobody's messaged me about anything.
Because you're their fucking leader. Nobody messaged Stalin either. He fucking trickles it down to his little soldiers, and then they go out and storm Poland or whatever he was known for.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
On the sandwich debate, Linda sends one onto our Instagram that says, there's room for both in this world, but there's all different types. You got the club sandwich, BLT, cheese toasties. All of these are triangle. Your meat fillings, Reubens, etc., rectangle. Never dip a rectangle cheese toasty into your soup, but don't ever come at me with a triangle ham and salad either. That's Linda from Sydney, Australia.
Okay.
Different ingredients require different cuts.
I'm not buying that for a second.
Okay. You can't listen to Linda. You can't just listen to Linda and her. This is all of this is really good. This is a good stepping point. This is a bridge for
her
us.
thing is? Her thing is all lives matter.
How dare you? How dare you?
That's what she's saying.
Oh no. Linda, you just got Greg. You know, last week was, God, just one of my favorite episodes we've done in a while. And then prior to that, we heard one of the funniest stories about an infected butthole. And learning to be still sent to our Instagram. If the infected butthole had been to the pouch and hammer, she never would have had cuts to get infected.
That's like a testimonial. Look, at the Pouch and Hammer, we do ancillary butt hair as well. But the way we wax is so sublime. She's absolutely right.
Yeah. Wow. So come to the Pouch and Hammer right next to Enough Already. And get your slacks in case you ever shave your butthole by yourself and decide you're going to go mudding on a dirt bike. Get some slacks at Enough Already. Come on. And then she also says, Learning to Be Still also says, just an idea that will probably tick Greg off. Your fans could be known as blockers because we always be blocking.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Something to think about.
Yeah, so we would start the show from here on out. Let's think about this. We would start the show from here on out going, hey, blockers. Oh, no. They can't be called anything because it sounds so stupid. There's like nothing we can call them that's like feels genuine.
I had given it some thought. Okay. And we could get on that sweet, sweet, my favorite murder train and call them fuckerinos.
Oh, God.
Fuckerinos? Sounds like something you order at a strip club. I'll have no cheese. Yeah, I don't think our fans have a name. I think after like we're almost 150 episodes and we haven't thought of a fucking thing that they are.
Yeah.
They're our cult members, I guess. That's what they are. They're our cult members.
Yeah, they're in the cult.
We're going to start hitting that a little bit harder too. Don't take bullshit from fuckers. Get your notebooks. Get some coaching from Greg. Belong to the cult. You know? We don't have tigers and none of us can grow a ponytail, but you know what? It's the same principle.
Mm-hmm.
Reddit remix?
Yeah.
All right. Reddit remix. My boyfriend can't stop pretending to be British. Our relationship is practically perfect. We're soulmates in every sense of the word. We've been together for a while now, discussing living together. But there's this one small thing that drives a wedge between us. My boyfriend just wants to be British, I guess. It's been going on for so long now, and it's getting annoying to an alarming degree. He went to the UK one time and never stops talking about pork pies and how all grocery stores are gross compared to Marks and Spencer. I thought it was a clothes store only. He only makes Nigella Lawson recipes and looks down on my Americanized versions of sausage. He's weirdly racist against Irish people. He dove right in and passes it off as a joke most of the time, though. Every time he sees a mention of a British thing, co.uk on a website, or reads the word blimey, he starts reading it in British, although his accent is normally a version of a generic ESL speak, just like mine. Like, I know it seems very small and a stupid thing to get mad at, but it's just so weird and posh and whatever. I feel awkward when it happens, and especially in front of my parents.
Oh, no.
As an answer to this, I started casually mentioning the British people aren't real memes, and he actually stopped talking to me because he thinks I'm ridiculous and he's not doing anything strange. I love him so much, and I don't want this to be an issue at all, but it is. How do I go about telling him to stop doing this?
You don't. You leave him.
You leave him immediately. You get on a double-decker bus and get the fuck out of Dodge.
I love that he embraced the racism. Like, of all of the things that you can do that are British, there
Sure.
are lots.
There are a lot of things you could do.
Like, he could be really into the Queen.
He could be wearing suits and holding an umbrella.
Yeah.
To be racist against Irish people, like the hatred between the UK and Ireland, like, it's a palpable hatred, and that he's like, yeah, no, I Irish people, they can slag off. I mean, the idea too, I know this motherfucker practices his dumb piece of shit British accent by himself. Then it just like kicks off when he's around people. And I think he thinks he's so good at it.
So weird. Years ago, there was a comic. God, I can't remember his name. I want to say his first name is Ian, but I'm never going to get it. I'm never going to figure it out. I'd have to call a friend. But he was from Canada. And for like 5 years of his career, he pretended to be British. For like the beginning of his career. And then one day he just stopped. And the thing was, he was really funny. Really funny.
Yeah.
As a regular Canadian.
Dude, one time Kelsey and I we were with a group of people, and we were walking around downtown Seattle. We were bar hopping and we were drinking. And Kelsey gets really confident when she's drinking, like pretty overly confident. It's really funny to watch. And there's this guy standing behind us, and he's speaking in a British accent. And we're waiting in line to get into this bar. And he's like going through all the British isms and saying all like these British things. And then Kelsey turns and she goes, "You're not British." And he's like, "Yeah, of course I am." And trying to like keep his British accent together. And she's like, "Yeah, where are you from?" And he's like, "Oh, how would you know? Do you know British?" She's like, "I've been there 3 times. Where are you from?" And the guy like got stuck and just goes, "You got me." But you could tell this dude was going to do that shit all fucking night.
I did it. There was a band called the Pandoras. They were all girls. And I met the lead singer. And I pretended to have a British accent. and I got her to kiss me.
See, and I knew that's exactly why that guy did that shit.
Yeah.
British people aren't better than us. Let's just put that up. These self-hating Americans that are like, it'd be better if we were British. You know who's British? Fucking the woman who wrote Harry Potter. That fucking idiot's British. You want to be her? Stupid. The Prime Minister. Have you seen what he's going through?
Oh yes, Sir drinks a lot.
Yeah, Sir drinks a lot with his musty I just woke up back in time haircut.
You know who else is British? Piers Morgan.
Piers Morgan is British. There's a lot of shitty British people. This idea that they got it on lock because they speak in a really smart. Their accent makes them sound smart. That's a whole Arrested Development episode. That's a whole like storyline in Arrested Development where Charlize Theron. Have you seen this? Charlize Theron's character, you find that she's super beautiful and she's British, and then you find out later that she's mentally challenged, but Americans can't ever pick that up because of her British accent.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like she's like, you could walk from America to China, and because she has a British accent, they're like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Let's try and figure that out. That's ridiculous. I hope you guys break up and you find somebody who isn't insane.
Yeah.
Do all the things you can do to help us and support the show. We really appreciate you guys listening. If we've offered any help in any way, we're glad to do it. And if you could do us a favor, rate and review the show.
Yeah, please. Rate and review the show. Follow us. You can follow me at It's Gregors. You can follow Kane at Kane Holloway. You can follow Pat at DTBFF Producer Pat. Drop into our DMs, say hello. You don't know. You don't have to have a question, but it'd be great if you did. And if you do, you can also go to dtbffpodcast@gmail.com. You can hit me up about coaching. You can hit Kane up about coaching.
Absolutely.
Pat up if you want to get your podcast produced.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, if you want to learn about cheese, we're going to get a cheese course going, and Pat is going to run it, and it's going to be incredible. I mean, I just now thought of it, and
Pat's going to start doing some cheese TikToks.
Do some cheese TikToks for the love of God. Yeah, speaking of TikTok, I posted a clip of
what is your TikTok? At Kane Holloway.
At Kane Holloway, yeah. And I posted a video of showing my new Thwip tattoo, my new Spider-Man inspired Thwip tattoo to Greg. And Greg went to his whole tirade about how Thwip is the last thing Gwen Stacy heard before her neck got snapped and she died. Because the web came out and she was falling too fast. And that started to gain some traction on TikTok. One woman goes, "Holy shit, that went left real quick. Oh my God." One person goes, "He's right though, because there is no blood on the impact."
I love it.
This guy is awesome.
Great.
One guy, there's some debate. One guy says she absolutely hit the ground.
In the movie.
In the comic book, she does not.
She does not hit the ground.
Okay, so this person goes, "Yeah, no, her head hit the ground. She didn't stop instantly when the web went taut, which would have snapped her neck. The web was elastic." See, but in the comic book,
right? Read the comic book, assholes. That's what we're talking about. That's the source.
This person says,
riffing.
Yeah, I think they were mixing the comic and the movie together. One person says, "Great tattoo." One person says, "That was out of pocket." God, it is a constant debate. This is part of me, really. There's parts of TikTok where people get into debates in the comment section, and it's ludicrous and stupid. And then this shit really makes me laugh because now there is a movie versus comic book debate happening in the comment section. This is making my day. One person says, "Great tattoo." One person says, "That was out of pocket." God, it is a constant debate. This is part of me, really. There's parts of TikTok where people get into debates in the comment section, and it's ludicrous and stupid. And then this shit really makes me laugh because now there is a movie versus comic book debate happening in the comment section. This is making my day. You can hear a thud. Maybe that she broke part of her fall, so her head's not cracked. But yeah, she definitely hit the ground. Can we keep this on the top, please? People need to know she hit the ground. They don't want it to be Spider-Man's fault.
No, it's Spider-Man's fault. You just have to say you need to go in there and say, I've done the research. She hits the ground in the movie. She doesn't hit the ground in the comic book. Comic book is original source.
Yes, I'll take this clip. I'll fucking put that. This guy says it's like Lift Lav Love, but Thwip Snap Dead. It's now a meme. LMAO. Thwip Snap Dead Rice Krispies.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck, dude. This is hilarious. Yeah, so if you want to see that clip, go. It's got all these 88 shares so far, 5,000 views. I think it's going to keep climbing. So if you want to be a part of the debate, go over to Kane Holloway on Instagram. By the time this comes out, it'll get more views. This has made my day.
Oh yeah, and join. You can also ask questions over there, but join the coaching page. Super excellent, Greg Barron, super excellent coaching page.
Absolutely. And you can also, if you want to support the show, we got new bonus episodes coming up on our Patreon, patreon.com/DTBFF podcasts. You can also call in the show. What's that number, Pat?
That number is 323-379-5544.
Don't take bullshit from fuckers.
Welcome.
Hey there, if you like the show, you can find bonus episodes and more at our Patreon at patreon.com/DTBFF podcast. And then rate the show 5 stars on iTunes because it's the right thing to do. All music by the Rating Monarchs, produced by Patrick Kelly.